Hey guys, it's Ross and welcome to 6 News. In this video we're going to go over all the little details that you might have missed in the latest Operation Chimera cinematic for the Outbreak mode. So the first one is when Chichanka gets off the truck, you see him walk up and he has a pouch on his side which has the same icon as the one that Lion has in his backpack, which we've seen a glimpse of in a previous teaser trailer for this. So we still haven't seen the left-hand cinematic yet. But we can see it has the same symbol, along with what looks like 2 syringes. So I'm wondering if there might be an additional ability that you have in Outbreak mode. It could be some sort of medicine, it could be something like adrenaline, or something to help revive players perhaps, but it also might just be cosmetic. You can also see the biohazard rebreathers on his belt there, which we'll talk about later. But as he moves in here, he joins up with Thermite. And with Thermite, we also see the same symbol on his pouch, along with another pouch with the same syringes as well. Again, I'm still wondering if that might end up being some sort of gameplay feature. Now, as Thermite and Chichanka enter the tent, Ash is having a conversation over Skype with Doc. There is some numbers on the screen, and I'm very curious if these numbers mean anything at all. They're right in the center of the frame, so I do wonder if they've got any significance, but as far as I know, they don't seem to match up to anything, but who knows, maybe in the future this will actually be helpful. However, I do like Thermite's reaction here. He takes this sudden breath and he holds his hand in the same kind of location where this arm has been cut off. So I think he's kind of having a reaction to seeing this visually on screen, which is a really nice touch. Now we do get more information on screen here with Doc, and we'll wait to zoom in and actually read this. So this information actually says Carpenter, infected male, 7 hours post-infection, test 03. So of course Doc is running multiple tests on these zombies, aliens, whatever they are, to try and figure out what happens. And of course, when they're attacked, when they have threat against them, that's when they create spikes. So the more you damage something, the more spikes it can grow and the more defenses it can have, which is quite an interesting way around it, which means that stealth in the Outbreak mode is going to be very useful. Next up are these photos that Ash goes through, and they appear to have a time code. So they have what looks to be a date and year, and then the actual time. So it looks to be January 15th, 2010. But then it's followed by 17, which I'm not sure what that is. That might be the camera number, because that changes in the next photo. So we actually go across to this one. It's again the same. It looks like January 15th, 2010. But then 88, maybe camera 88, although I could be totally wrong, could be reading this completely incorrectly. But considering it has the time to the right hand side, I would think this would be a date. So that's my guess, but I could be wrong there. Moving on forward, we've got some really good attention to detail from the actual animators. Ash actually switches on the monitor for the map, and no one had to do that. Whoever's animating this didn't really have to do that, but that little touch just looks perfect. And of course, you might miss it most of the time. Then as Thermite turns around here, we get to see these rebreathers on his back, which are exactly the same as Thermite's and probably present on all of the cosmetics for the biohazard suits that you can get in the Outbreak packs with Outbreak. So we've actually seen Glaz's full outfit. As far as we can see, there's actually no rebreathers on his suit, but they're probably on his back. And as far as we can tell, they glow. So along with these uniforms being yellow, they also appear to glow in the dark from these rebreathers. And then Thermite looks at the map and of course suggests making a very big hole by nuking the entire city. Now Chichanka is sitting down here and I'm not sure what he's playing with. It could be a screwdriver. It's got what looks like a handle and a sharp point. But what I like is the fact that he's kind of bouncing it off his helmet, which is really cool touch. And his reaction here of not actually saying anything, just giving it like a little grunt, is really, really good. Now Ash goes to close her laptop here and we get this really quick glance at Chichanka again. And again, he's holding that sharp thing in his hand. Now I don't think it's like a syringe or anything, I still think it's like a screwdriver. But it's cool to see him with his hand on top of his very iconic helmet, of course. And then as we move forward, we can see a pistol on the table and we can see the face of the male French operator. And as Thermite moves these files, we get a look at the female Russian operator, and her name appears to be Lara Melnikov, and the male operator appears to be Oliver Flamant. Now, I couldn't be entirely sure on the first name for her. It could easily be Lera, but I looked up Lara, and Lara is a Russian name, so I think that probably is her name. Now, there doesn't appear to be a scar on the female operator's face, so one of the commenters suggested maybe she actually gets that during the events of Outbreak, which would be kind of cool, but it also could just be a very early photo of this operator before she got that scar. Also, it could just be the detail in this photo, simply can't see it, but the scar might still be there. Then we've got the post-it note that says CBRN. We already know this stands for chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear. And this is a brand new unit that has been set up for Rainbow Six as a kind of reaction to all the chemical threats that these operators now face. And that means that these two operators come from their own CTU. Although we do know that the French operator comes from GIGN, we don't know if the Russian operator actually comes from Spetsnaz yet. That hasn't been entirely confirmed, but it's possible. Or it could be that she comes from a different branch of the Russian military. And then, of course, the trailer ends with a really nice shot of Ash. And this is just a lovely trailer. And specifically, I'm hoping we're going to get trailers for the brand new operator soon. We can start guessing all about their gadgets. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time.